Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Devontae. I'm supposed to say your name. I'm sure you know it, Michelle. It's 11 o'clock at night right now, and we are filming today's video at the request of our Instagram subscribers. Today's video is going to be about things that are relatable to us, and hopefully they resonate with you. If you are new to It's Brown Time, we are a family channel focused on helping people reconnect with their spouses. If you've got a side hustle, figuring out how to run a business when you have kids, or if you're working full time and you got something going on, like that's everything that we, why are you laughing? That's everything that we do. And so we try to bring real life family advice to all of that, but of course with the Brown family twist. Hey, you like that? That's a good ringer, right? Okay. But before we go ahead and get started with marriage advice and some tips that we've learned in the several years that we've been married, I wanted to go ahead and dedicate this video to our friends Jazz and Keisha Fox. I told you guys I would wear it. I'm wearing it now. It says straight out of excuses. This is huge because it's 2020, you guys. And this is the time to just make your dreams happen. It's a new decade. It's a new opportunity. It's a new year to just go out and chase your dreams. So I absolutely love this shirt because there should be no more excuses that keep you held back from pursuing your dreams. Whatever it is that you want to do, go out and do it. Check them out on Instagram. We'll go ahead and link it down below, but show them some love. If they still got this shirt up, I recommend you buy it. Use it as your motto for this month, even throughout the year. Give yourself that motivation and support that you need to get your hustle on.
All right.
So for those of you that don't know about Michelle and I, we've been married since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
We started dating in 2012.
No, 11.
Nope, 2012. We had this issue before. We started dating in 2012. And then we got married in 2015. And we had our daughter, our first child, in December.
October.
Right? We got married in October of 2015. And then we had our daughter, Isabella, in December of 2016. And let me tell you something. There's nothing in the world that anyone can tell you to prepare you for being a parent. It's just one of those things that you have to go through, honestly, in order to just understand. You fast forward 17 months, and here comes baby number 2. We had Giovanni, May of 2018, and that was crazy. Super excited because we had our girl and we had our boy, so we thought we were done. We thought we were done, but the man above decided that, well,
you're gonna be the baby.
well, maybe the man below, I don't know, decided that it was time for us to have our third child. So 10 months after Gio, 10 and a half months, came baby Leo. Yes, they are Irish twins. It was just crazy throwing 3 kids under the age of 3 into, I wouldn't say newlywed, but pretty much were, right? Pretty much on our own, trying to figure out ourselves, who we are as individuals, who we are as a couple, and then now bringing not 1, not 2, but 3 kids into the equation. It put a lot of pressure on us, so much so that I don't think people understand truly how difficult it was for us.
It still is.
Yeah, it's still a challenge, but we got to a point where I'll just put it out there. We were on the brink of divorce. I mean,
something has to give, or something's gonna end.
But that's the brink of divorce. You just said something's gonna end, like a relationship. It took for us to kind of get to that rock bottom to really, figure out that we're in it and we're committed to each other. So as far as marriage advice goes, kind of shared that story as a background because we went through it. And it's not easy, and never want you guys to think that it's superficial and, oh, the Brown family, they're just perfect and have their shit together. Like, no. It's a working relationship, like every single day.
All the time.
Every single day. So if you're at a point with your spouse or your fiance or your boyfriend, girlfriend, it don't matter, and you feel that you just kind of need that. Put a spark, ignite that fire that was once there. It might have been lost, or you're just looking for some tips. Our first tip is
communication.
A little louder.
I said communication. I would say the first thing is to be open and honest. If you aren't open and honest, you aren't really saying how you feel, like in its entirety, not just like, oh, I'm just upset. Okay, well, why are you upset? Oh, you're just annoying me. Well, like, why are you annoying me? What are you doing exactly? Like, well, when you leave your shoes there for 3 days and you don't put them away, and then all this other stuff like that, like, you have to be specific, you have to be open, you have to be honest, you have to...
I think everyone communicates, but what does it really mean to communicate?
Just say how you feel. Don't sugarcoat. That's what I'm saying, is like, be specific, don't sugarcoat your feelings, don't like say sorry for your feelings, like, this is how you feel, like, and that's it.
I always say that when you're listening to someone, you have the intent to respond. But when you're hearing someone, you're internalizing it. You're hearing what that other person is saying, not so that you can respond, but so you can internalize what it is they're telling you. And I think that's a huge part of communication. And it took me a long time really to understand that. But now when we have conversations, I hear Michelle. I hear where she's coming from. If I've been out in the office all day and she's having a tough time with the kids because she hasn't had any adult interaction in 24, 48 hours, because I come home, I take a shower, I eat, sleep, and then, and then I wake up and do the same thing again. Before I would just kind of put it off, but hearing someone and allowing that other person to communicate and just put it all out there.
But in all honesty, like how you talk, you should be able to be
feel comfortable,
most open and comfortable with your spouse than any other person. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, your spouse is that person that you share everything with.
So, what's point number 2?
Okay, the next one is date your spouse. This one is a big one. Make time for that person. Like, leave your phones. We like to leave our phones in the kitchen or upstairs, or like one of us will take it and then it's just like you and them. That's it.
Dating your spouse means taking time out of your day to be with that person and that person alone. Just to kind of make that clear.
Not Facebook,
right?
Not Twitter.
Exactly. And I think one of the quickest ways to date your spouse is to be with your spouse in person, away from your phones. Put the phone down, put it in airplane mode, turn it off if you have to, if you know you're going to be distracted because of tweets or what have you, all the things you were talking about, but put it away and just honestly, just talk. You dated your spouse before you got married. You had those quirky conversations, you had the funny things, you shared things about one another, and you started learning.
Which, mind you, we still ask each other questions, and then we're just like, oh, I never realized that. Like, there's always something to learn.
Exactly.
One of my friends, Brittany, was actually messaging me a few hours ago and was like asking me random open-ended questions, and I'm like, nobody's ever asked me that before. Like, go find a list, like you can Pinterest lists, whatever. Just talk and learn and date, not this like the whole time. Like,
and one thing that we do, if you guys haven't seen our other video, Michelle surprised me with a trip to San Diego. I was literally like losing my shit, you guys. I was so fed up with work, and just the business was at a crazy point, and the kids were on my last nerve. She took the initiative and she set that up for me. So to make it kind of, spice up that date night or whatever, have each other, like the women, take the role the first time or take the lead on the first date, and then dudes, you take it on the second round. So you don't know what's coming. You don't, maybe you go every other Friday or something. We're going to set it, date night, and then each person picks. Or it's just random.
Set a goal too. Like last year on our goals list, didn't we put date night once a year? Once a quarter. We did once a quarter, once a year, once a month. When we did once a quarter, and then once we started getting busier with the business, then I was like, okay, like we need a break. It's what you make it. So.
We went to, what was that restaurant we went to?
Ella.
No.
Yeah.
No, when we went out, we did the lift or the scooter things. We're in Sacramento. We sat at the community table. What was that?
Oh, that's cafeteria 15.
We went to cafeteria 15L. If you guys haven't been there, really good food. We got drinks, and then we went somewhere else after.
Yeah, we went to the Cantina Alley.
Cantina Alley, and then we ended up going to what was the coffee shop called? Temple Coffee. And when we were in the Uber on our way to Temple, did we Uber?
No, we scootered.
We scootered to Temple. And I told Michelle, I'm like, let's just stop, let's get coffee. And she's like,
because I wanted to go dancing, but he was like, let's just get coffee. We're just chilling.
Yeah, but it was different. Now she loves it. I can't get this girl to stop going to Temple.
No, I do.
Stop.
We got a mocha pot. I mean, I went today, but.
See?
Sharing coffee.
Look at that.
Okay, so moral of the story is date your spouse. Not your friend, not Instagram, not your phone.
I could almost bet that you don't know every single thing about your spouse.
I mean, I know a lot about you.
Yeah, you know a lot about me, but you may not know everything. You may not know everything. I'm not keeping secrets. Just saying. As you get older, you might learn things about your spouse.
Number 3 is work as a team. And that's our last one because we got to cut this video. Gotta get to bed, but
I'm gonna put you to bed.
I'm gonna hold you to it. Working as a team, I see this, and I think this is like for another video. I can talk in detail, but it drives me insane when I see, and I think that's why I deleted Facebook, because I would always see all these posts and all these mom groups of like, my husband doesn't help me. I do all the work. He just plays video games all day. He just works, comes home, eats, sleeps, and then like literally doesn't even play with the kids. He just sits on his phone. Like
I just see all these damn complaints about all these fathers or all these husbands not being present fathers, and that goes back to communication. Like tell them literally how it is. Like tell them how you feel. But working as a team will not only improve your health, your stress, it will improve your marriage because you accomplish so much together.
Don't tag team your spouse, and what I mean by that is don't keep tally of what it is that you do and what they don't do. That's the first way to piss off someone and be like, well, you don't do this and you don't do that, and
I've done this 40,000 times. Okay, you may have done
that's
it
not working together.
Times, but
I mean, imagine your boss doing that.
Forward,
exactly.
Let's do this together. And there may be weeks that your spouse can't, physically tuck them in bed, but when you can work as a team, do it, because there's times like even today you like organize the crap out of the house and I'm just like, I'm not feeling good, and then
but hey,
there's other times
2 days ago my ass was tired. I think I took a nap at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
I was running off of 3 hours of sleep though. I was running off 3 hours of sleep.
And like, okay,
and you took all
wash
3
the
kids
dishes,
to the gym by yourself.
Got the kids, figured out. Like, I mean, and that's the thing too, is working as a team doesn't necessarily mean that it's 50-50, because I like to keep things 50-50, but it's more so of like, you complete the 100, whether it's 90-10, whether it's 50-50, whether it's 60-40, like the 100 is completing the 100 is working as a team.
Yeah, even on business, because I'm thinking on the business side of it, when Michelle and I really focus in on our business, and she was kind of doing the spearheading of marketing and setting up contracts and all that stuff, and I was on the back end making sure all the equipment and all the logistics for the events and
even the
manpower
system and all that. Like, you did all that.
We doubled, if not tripled, our business income in about a year. It was just crazy.
When two people are working together, well, first of all, your marriage should be teamwork, but when two people are working together to accomplish something, like, it just makes it more fulfilling, I almost think. And
be okay with compromise. I think that's a huge thing. When you're working together, everything can't always be your way.
It's like, I'm tired of changing poop diapers, but I'm going to compromise and change just one more because you're having a bad day. Like,
Hashtag parenting. Well, there you have it, guys. We've given you some quick tips to incorporate into your relationship with your spouse, your fiance, your boyfriend, girlfriend, what have you. If you got kids, it just makes it that much harder, but it's easy. It's easy.
It's easy to choose to work towards it.
Exactly. It's
choose your spouse every day.
You become selfless and you put the other person before you and you put their needs before you.
I think that's
you'll inadvertently, like in a roundabout way, you'll get all of your needs met because your spouse is putting your needs before theirs. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, go ahead and show us some love. Hit that subscribe button down below. Be sure to turn on that notification bell and get, yes, the notification bell and get notified when we launch all of our content. It has been fun sharing this good, I think, topic with all of you. And hopefully the tips and tricks work for you. Comment down below which tip was your favorite. Communicate, dating your spouse. And the last one,
work as a team.
Work as a team. For those of you that go on and comment, select your favorite tip and tell us how you will be implementing it. We will throw in a
Your next coffee is on us.
We'll pick the best one. Your next coffee is on us. We'll give you a free $5 Starbucks gift card, just as a thank you from us to you and for contributing to our channel. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Devontae.
Michelle.
Out.
I was leaning to give you a kiss.
Oh, see, that's communication. Oh.